Hot potato, hot potato, hot potato, hot potato.
Alright, this is our 12-month business plan for our business of Spuds R Us. This is a bit of background of the business plan. Critical skills that we required and we've figured out they're essential to the business, where we need a good service, good food and good atmosphere is critical to the success of the business, as in any hospitality industry. An essential knowledge in cooking and food preparation was also critical that we identified. The particular business structure that we adopted was that of a partnership. It wasn't necessary to make it out as a company. We used the partnership method because each member can contribute more towards investment in terms of time and assets as well as skills. Management of the business as a partnership is more effective as the owners are the ones that are working in the core of the business also. The main customer base that we'll be focusing around will be around festivals, sporting events and other seasonal events that take place. Mostly ones that will see high volumes of foot traffic, particularly during the winter and cold periods, as the food that we offer will be hot food and usually enjoyed during cold periods of the year. As far as the premises and when it's being used and how it's owned, it's going to be operated out of a mobile food truck. So all food preparation will be done in the vehicle as well as the distribution itself. Because of this, cost involved is minimal and we only require things such as insurance, petrol vehicle registration and all the necessary costs involved, as well as far as permits go and maintaining cooking equipment for sale in the van. Moving on to marketing, regarding promotion and advertising. Our products will be advertised in a few different ways. Primarily, the most useful advertising we will do will be physically through our market and through our product base. Is because we can use our vehicle as advertising itself, because we're able to move it and sell it to different locations, and because we have signage on the restaurant itself, we're able to advertise through that. The most effective form of media advertising that we identified would be most likely radio, as it's local and it's quite cost efficient, roughly costing $100 per advertisement. And the last means would be through social media, and word of mouth would be the most effective forms to get it around any events that are taking place. Regarding the location of the business, access to a reliable source of power to operate the kitchen, as well as disposal of scraps and other kitchen waste, as well as access to rubbish generated by customers to throw away any waste that they also have, will be the biggest challenge. But it's not difficult to overcome because in most areas it's managed by council, such as we're undertaking showgrounds, fairgrounds and sporting venues, and these places generally have pretty good access to all the necessary services. In terms of competition, there aren't many other specific businesses that focus on Spuds like we do. There are a variety of other fast food options, however, but they don't specialise the same as we do, same menus exclusively. In terms of sales, they will fluctuate throughout the year. We believe that they will pick up during seasonal events as well as during the holiday period, while dropping off during the quieter periods of the year. But to help offset this difference, we offer catering services to different functions throughout the year.
For our operations, Jacob will be our chef, who will be working full-time inside the van and handling all food. Bill is our marketer, who will be handling the social media side, advertising on radio, etc. And I am the accountant, who will be covering all monetary side, so there will not be any need to outsource for accounting work. Legally, we're going to have to require permits to work at these locations and events due to them being owned property, and a food safety handling license will be acquired to ensure people that we're doing this healthfully and safely. Staffing, we will not be hiring anybody else because Jacob will be our full-time chef, so there will not be any other need to hire people. And with already a marketer and accountant hands-on, there will not be any other need to hire them. Sustainability, we will be handling all these things in biodegradable containers which can easily be disposed of. There will always be bins nearby to easily dispose of these containers. Soft drinks will be in cans so you can recycle these. Professional advice will not need to be sought out of because we already have an accountant and marketer. So all the background will already be covered by the time we implement all our plans. Now, equipment, we have our food van. To transport the food van, we have a Toyota Hilux. Ingredients would be potatoes, coleslaw, cheese, and sour cream and other toppings and dressings. We will have an electric generator to power our food van and fridge, which will also be purchased.
Oh yeah, so our startup costs for Spuds are us. We're going to buy a Toyota Hilux second hand, so it'll be around about $30,000, give or take depending on the car, but average of price will be around 30 grand. Get a trailer that we can have the Spud stuff in the back, that'll be 10 grand, give or take again, so allowing that. A wide generator so that even if there isn't a place for us to get power from, we can generate it ourselves. That'll be around about $1,200 again, give or take. And then purchasing our stock would be $3,000 or $4,000 in startup. So we're going to get a loan from the bank of around about $50,000, which means a monthly repayment of $928 in order to pay it off in 3 years, or around about $12,000 per year. So the estimated number of sales we're going to have per month is listed up here. So we've got January 1,600, Feb 1,350, 1,200, 14, so on. I don't want to waste time reading them all out for you. So we've got those sales, and now we're going to sell them in combos. So a Spud combo with a drink's going to be $10 per combo, which means that you just times that by 10 to get the profit for each of these months. So we've got $16,000, or sales profit rather, before, you know what I mean, yeah. Sales, so $16,000, $13,500, $12,000, $14,500, etc., etc. And the cost of producing a combo is going to be $5, so half that. So we have $16,000 leaves us with a profit of $8,000 after the sales. And then, so our projected sales income, all up is $184,000 for the year. And our projected sales costs at $5 for every $10 combo is going to be $92,000 for the year, which leaves us with another $92,000 to spend on our fixed costs, on our salaries, that sort of thing. Right, so out of the $92,000 that's left over, we have the salary for the person working in the Spud van, which is me, and the salary of $54,000 per year. So we got that salary taken out, which leaves us with $38,000 to cover our bank repayments, which we said was $12,000 a year, around $1,000 a month. Brings us down to $26,000. And then we've got things like insurance that are going to be a fixed sort of cost. If we pay them annually, around about $4,000 for our insurance. Another $2,500 or so for our fuel, given we're driving everywhere. It's a driving business, so $2,500 for the year for fuel. Leaves us with about $20,000 worth of profit at the end of the year. And as part of our triple bottom line reporting, we're going to be socially responsible in 10% of our profit at the end, our net profit, is going to be given to a local charity. So if we made $20,000 profit, $2,000 of that we will give away to charity straight off the top, and then we'll split the remaining $18,000 between the 3 startup owners, being Nick, Bill and myself. So $6,000 each for the year without having to do too much work in regards to that.
We shall do it in the following order. First, we will acquire a loan from NAB to acquire all our source of funding. Once that has been acquired, we shall purchase our van and generator to make sure everything goes ahead first. And then we shall acquire all our permits from the council and events. Once that has all been established, we shall purchase our ingredients. Once everything is set, we can just head straight towards the events, and that's all good to go.
Thank you for listening to our business plan for Spuds R Us. We hope that you found it insightful. We hope that you've seen that it is a viable business that we can implement straight away almost into the local community here in Waterville.